Hello, my beautiful babies. Welcome to the Little Wonder Stories.
Hello, Little Wonder family. I hope you all are doing awesome. I'm back with a new interesting story just for my tiny friends. So let's dive into this.
Dumpling, Episode 3, Macaroon. Outside the bedroom window, rain clouds blocked the Saturday afternoon sun. Bonnie Fields lay on her bed reading Robbie Rhino comics. Her little sister Sylvie sat on the floor arranging her stack of new toys. Today was Sylvie's 5th birthday. She got a guinea pig puzzle, a cat ear hat, a rubber bow and arrow, a stuffed caterpillar and squirrel toy. "What a nice bunch of presents, Sylvie," their mum said from the doorway. "Your friends sure were generous today. Bonnie, please help your sister write some thank you cards tomorrow." That night, the girls lay tucked into their beds. Sylvie eyed her pile of gifts stacked against the wall. "What's your favourite toy you got, Sylvie?" asked Bonnie.
"They're all lovely. I can't wait to play with them tomorrow."
"Yeah," Bonnie said. "You might be too excited to sleep." Sylvie was already snoring. Bonnie sighed, took a sip of her warm soy milk, and clicked off her bedside lamp.
"Oh, hello, Dumpling. You thirsty too?"
Bonnie asked. She petted her shaggy toy friend, and he began to glow. Bonnie soon found herself floating, pulled along by Dumpling through her bedroom window. They were soaring to Fluffland again. Soon, Bonnie's purple nightgown stood out against the bright white sky of Fluffland. A fluffin tuna swam through the air. Bonnie noticed their silver-white fur had gills on the side.
"That's Miss Lena's class,"
Dumpling said.
"Seems like those tuna are always on a field trip."
Bonnie soon found herself bouncing upon the cake-like front garden of Fluffland's leader. Whistlecrisp stood in their flowing robe, wagging a feather duster at a patch of white asparagus. "Bonnie, lovely to see you, dear. A different task for you today." Whistlecrisp pointed at some daisies.
"You need me for gardening?"
"The flowers keep asking for you," the dear creature said. Bonnie knelt and spoke to the frowning flowers.
"Are you feeling grumpy?"
The tallest white flower tilted its head, and Bonnie gently stroked its petals. It let out a long, quiet burp.
"Oh, are you not well?"
Bonnie asked.
"Our tummies don't feel right when we're nervous."
The daisy said.
"Why would a flower be nervous?"
Bonnie asked.
"There's going to be a daisy chain at today's festival at Fluffing Down Park. We're afraid we aren't strong enough, and a stompy rhinoceros will be there."
Other daisies shook nervously and burped at Bonnie.
"Come, I'll help you all be brave."
Bonnie gently plucked the flowers from Whistlecrisp's sponge cake garden and hugged them against her nightgown. The whole bouquet burped all at once. It smelt like flowers. Dumpling jumped into Bonnie's arms too. They flew across the bubbling Milk River toward Fluffing Down Park. It was bright outside, but the white light fireflies still twinkled over the field. A large circular crowd of many creatures had formed in the park. The creatures were all clapping joyfully. Dumpling and Bonnie landed outside the circle near 2 tall rabbits who were high-fiving.
"Oh, you just missed it. The humans sang the silver rhinoceros to sleep,"
one rabbit said to Bonnie.
"They're now removing the party donut from his horn."
The crowd hooted and cheered.
"Wait, so I'm not the only human here?"
Bonnie asked Dumpling.
"I hope it's a kind human."
"I'm sure you two will get along,"
Dumpling assured her. Bonnie and Dumpling walked through the happy crowd toward the center of the circle. There, a furry silver rhinoceros lay on its side. It was snoring and had a smile on its face. Two white foxes carefully slid a large glazed donut off the rhino's horn. Bonnie could see the other human from behind.
The other person, she's a girl too,
Bonnie said.
Hey, those pajamas look just like my sister's. Sylvie!
Little Sylvie Fields turned around. The girls looked at each other. Bonnie held Dumpling and the daisies. Sylvie held a white, fluffy squirrel creature.
Sylvie, why are you here? Silly Bonnie, I'm singing the rhinoceros to sleep, so Fluffland can get its donut back for the party. That stompy rhino was trying to spoil all the fun. Sylvie, wow, but how did you get here? Macaroon bought me,
Sylvie said as she held up her fluffy squirrel creature.
Pretty flowers, Bonnie,
Sylvie added. Bonnie looked at her white daisies and noticed they had stopped burping.
Oh, so you're not frightened anymore? That stompy rhinoceros who worried you has gone to sleep,
Bonnie said, smiling.
thanks to my sister.
The daisies are here.
A creamy white tortoise stood on its hind legs and announced. Fluffland creatures came and took the smiling flowers from Bonnie. They began to connect them one by one into a large daisy chain to meet the circle of Flufflanders. The creatures all began to skip and trot. Bonnie marched along too, one hand holding the daisy chain and the other holding Dumpling. She spoke to the daisy nearest her.
See, you are strong enough.
The daisy smiled at Bonnie. Sylvie stood wide-eyed in the center of the circle. She held Macaroon to her chest.
Come, Sylvie, join the circle,
Bonnie called. Then she asked the tall weasel-like creature marching beside her,
what exactly are we celebrating anyway?
You're joking, right? Oh,
the weasel laughed.
it's your sister's birthday.
Dumpling began to glow brightly in Bonnie's hand. Bonnie woke up on her bedroom floor again. Sylvie lay on the carpet as well, sleeping soundly and hugging her new, fluffy squirrel toy.
Macaroon?
Bonnie whispered. She swore it winked at her. The end.